Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another wonderful episode of The Watcher. I mean, I think it's wonderful. I hope you do too. We have a return this week. GreyDogSoftware is back. I am stoked. Let's get straight into it, huh? Let's simulate this first week. We'll throw the old rankings up there, and we will have a go. Why can't I figure out 1 week? There we go. We'll have a go. As you can see, the rankings looking pretty good. Got Alex O'Reilly, George Joe, Bruiser Braxton, Billy Willie, Earl Moe, Ron Francis Jr., Eric Fongar, Bruno Guimas, Jack Duplessis, Machado McGregor, Anderson, and GreyDogSoftware. What a set of rankings right there. But, yeah. I'd argue with a few of these, but we will see what happens from there. That's a dozen fighters on our roster. You love to see it. All right. Well, I've yapped for long enough. Check out the rankings, and I'll see you on the other side. Why don't we kick off this episode with one heck of a fight. Alistair Overeem and Bruno Guimas squaring off. Guimas, an 0-1 record in Elite XC, which is not indicative of his overall record. On a 3-fight winning streak at local shows. Went 2-3 in the UFC, but lost his first fight to Brock Lesnar back in 2008, 4 years ago now. He's a former King of the Cage heavyweight champion, and he's looking for his second title belt. Demolition Man Alistair Overeem has 29-10 record. He has not held any belts in his career, but he sure has a 4-fight winning streak, coming off a fight over our very own Anderson, the previous fight. So, this will be a 5-round fight. Bruno considered the favorite here. This should be a good one. I'm really excited, and it's a great fight to kick our thing off with. Overeem, this is the title belt is currently vacant. The Portuguese versus the Netherlands, the Battle of Europe here in wherever we are. I lost it. Anyway, who cares? 6'5" each. Bruno's got a 35-pound weight advantage and is 7 years younger. Minus 460, mixed martial arts versus kickboxing style. Let's get straight into it. This is an Elite XC heavyweight title bout. Referee John McCarthy is in charge. Guimas, again, size advantage. We'll see how it goes. Two men touching gloves now. Engaging forward. Overeem tries with a right roundhouse kick. Can't quite connect with it, though. Wicked left uppercut from Bruno Guimas. Overeem's down. He's hammering away. Overeem's rocked. The referee pulls him away and stops the fight, ladies and gentlemen. 88 seconds. Demolishing the Demolition Man, the one. Bruno Guimas needs less than 1 round to take the Elite XC Heavyweight Championship. What a fight. What a beatdown. Let's check those fight metrics. 1 jab. 1 power punch. Just found an opening and clocked him. Now that is a result right there. And the young fighter grabs the second title belt of his career. Unbelievable. Yeah, he wins the title that Billy Willie formerly held before, I believe, vacating it. I can't remember if Billy Willie dropped it or vacated it. But congratulations to the one Bruno Guimas. He is at 13-4 record. Alistair Overeem drops to 29-11, 40 fights in his career. And Bruno is the 11th person to defeat him. What an unbelievable highlight for him. And a little bit of news here as we continue the week. Billy Willie has been booked to face Eric Fonga. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a viewer versus viewer fight at Pride 80. Oh, it's going to be in the next episode. Man, what a fight. But ladies and gentlemen, circle, bookmark, underline, cancel your plans. Pride 80 will feature Billy Willie versus Eric Fonga on the undercard. Unbelievable. This is going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for another viewer versus viewer fight. It's been a hot minute. I just checked my notes. It'll be the first viewer versus viewer fight since last year, 2011. Alex O'Reilly defeated Bruno Guimas in the UFC. This will be our second one in Pride. Eric Fonga defeated Jack Duplessis in 13 seconds in an absolutely legendary moment in Pride. So, wow. Very exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Austin, Texas for Bellator Chapter 31. The third fight on the main card, Bob Sapp versus George Joe. Little known guy making his debut in the prelims named Israel Adesanya. Bob Sapp facing George Joe. Bob Sapp, a 13-9 fighter, plus 800 underdog. Coming off a 3-fight win streak, though. He'll be facing off against 14-1 George the Gentleman Joe, coming off his first career loss, where he challenged for the Bellator Heavyweight Championship and was promptly destroyed by Josh Barnett. He is a 7-time defending Cage Rage Heavyweight Champion. He's a former KSW Heavyweight Champion. He is George Joe. And he is facing off with Bob Sapp. Again, he is a minus 10-10 favorite. You have to bet. You have to drop $1,000 on George Joe just to make $100. Let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Hard-nosed boxing versus brawling. Don't expect this one to go the distance or make it to the ground. Two men coming together to strike now. Massive right hook to the jaw for George Joe. Bob Sapp is down. George Joe manages to go ground and pound. Sapp getting destroyed, and John McCarthy pulls Joe away. 35 seconds is all it took for the gentleman to go absolutely feral on the beast. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by TKO, George the Gentleman Joe. 14-1. Make it 15-1. Bob Sapp drops to 13-10. And George Joe is right back in the win column. He makes faces at the crowd. He poses over the fallen body of the beast. And does generally George Joey things. What a fight. What a 35 seconds. George Joe invites everyone to club with him, where no doubt he will be drinking long into the night. A little bit of news. Jack Duplessis, recently unemployed after losing 3 of 4 in Pride. We're facing Victor Falimaki at a Japanese local show. Falimaki holding a 12-7 record. That'll be in October 2012, so sometime this month. Ladies and gentlemen, it is K1 Heroes 45, promotion where Bobby Braxton is making his bones, but on the prelims tonight, sorry, Blagoy Ivanov versus Grease Kuniz. Grease Kuniz. I'm not going to forget. Blagoy Ivanov versus Grease Kuniz. Apologies to Grease for mispronouncing his name forever and also spelling it wrong. It's fixed now. Anyway, 3-0 Grease Kuniz versus Blagoy Ivanov, 6-4 record. He has not fought anybody we know, but is currently on a 2-fight win streak here in K1 Heroes, so we will see how it goes. Kuniz versus Ivanov, let's get straight to it. Kuniz, a minus 330, marginal favorite. 10-minute first round. Kuniz 5 inches advantage. Two guys touching gloves now, meeting in the center. Ivanov with the jab. Kuniz crunching kick to the thigh. Coming forward. Ivanov misses the punches, and Kuniz gets a hold of him. Kuniz going for that trip takedown there. Gets it on his back, and Ivanov into half guard. Ivanov can't get into full guard. Kuniz tries to pass, but they scramble. Ivanov under north-south control now. Not great. How does he throw elbows from north-south? Anyway, Kuniz attempting for an armbar, but they scramble. Ivanov back under north-south. Kuniz again looking for that armbar. Gets it extended, and Ivanov taps out. Ladies and gentlemen, the onion peels back a layer on Blagoy Ivanov and peels his arm straight off his body. 3 minutes and 50 seconds into round number 1. It was a great fight, and the German takes himself to 4-0. Kuniz. I'm gonna remember this. I'm not, I promise. 19 years old, 4 fights, 4 wins. What a start to a career. And already a championship belt. We didn't really focus much on it. But Kuniz did win the Cage Rage Heavyweight Championship, the same belt that George Joe held for a significant amount of time. So, good for him. He also vacated it, but, it's not the point. Kuniz, 4-0. Blagoy Ivanov drops to 6-5. A little bit of news here after Kuniz wins. I already did that one. Get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Japanese Local Large Show, October 2012. What a catchy name. Tonight we are here to see Jack Duplessis face off with Victor Valimaki. Valimaki? Who knows? As we walk through a lot of prelims. Here we are. Jack Duplessis versus Victor, the finisher Valimaki. They call him that because he wins fights with the finish sometimes, but he also has a lot of decisions. So, he's just Victor, Anyway, he just coming off a loss to Tim Sylvia. Both guys just cut from Pride right before their last fight. Both guys desperate to get back. 11-4 record versus 12-7. Certainly seems to favor the youngster. Jack Duplessis, only 25, and a minus 830 favorite. Let's not waste any more time. Wrestling versus hybrid fighting. Let's get straight into it. Duplessis is significantly larger. As we start, they touch gloves. And they begin trading blows. Volleymaki with the counter jab, Jack with the jab. Couple good punches from Jack there. Duplessis pressuring Volleymaki. Landing 2 left hands in the exchange. Beautiful right uppercut from Jack. Volleymaki is down. Jack looking to finish it quickly with ground and pound. Volleymaki can't do anything about it. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in 1 minute and 22 seconds of round number 1. Jack Duplessis. Won by TKO. A nice chin shot. Yeah, just chins him with an uppercut. Feints it, yeah, goes wide with the jab. Lowers Voleymaki's head. And then clobbers him with an uppercut. Volleymaki down, and some ground and pound ends it quickly. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty one-sided fight there for Jack Duplessis. Headhunting and looking to get himself back into the contracted ranks. And a absolutely dominating TKO here will certainly help. Congratulations to Jack, who moves to 12-4. Brief bit of news. George Joe has joined the SBG Ireland team to train. I want to check quick. He visited them for a bit back in 2005, 2006. Now he's visiting again. Got a tough time committing, but seems to be doing all right, more or less. So anyway, very small bit of news as we enter November. A little bit of news here. Machado McGregor is facing Rob Broughton at Pride 81. That'll be in December, before Pride 80. What? Someone make that make sense. Sure, whatever. Pride Lightweight Grand Prix. That should be fun. We're on the undercard, though. Machado McGregor versus Rob Broughton. Anyway, I don't really know what to do. Pride 80 is after Pride 81. Sure. I'll see if I can fix it in the editor, because that's going to bug me. Now, this is a fight. Cain Velasquez, Alex O'Reilly on the main card of UFC 106. Let's fly through the prelims and get straight into the good stuff. Cain versus Alex. Cain, a 11-0 fighter with a plus 350 underdog wrestling background, versus Alex the Maverick O'Reilly, the Irishman, 16-3 record, coming off of a victory, 4 in a row, in fact, against Brandon Vera, Bruno Guimaraes, Jeff Monson, and Brock Lesnar. His only loss in the UFC so far, after I lied, he lost to Mike Whitehead too. But his last loss 5 fights ago against Frank Mir, former UFC heavyweight champion twice over. So, Alex absolutely dominant so far, and Cain probably got a future ahead of him, but I don't know if he's going to take down O'Reilly today. The odds makers don't think so. Minus 450 favorite. Let's get straight into it. 3-round fight. Here we go. Alex O'Reilly, very relaxed, very focused. 2 fighters clinching now. Velasquez gets control of the clinch, trying to pin O'Reilly against the cage. Manages to do so far, going for that takedown there. Alex O'Reilly keeps a solid base. Velasquez tries another trip. Another solid base for O'Reilly. Velasquez spanning takedowns here. 0 for 3 so far. 0 for 4 now. Finally gets him into half guard. Velasquez tries a striking uppercut. Scrambling for O'Reilly. Velasquez gets side control. Trying to pound away with some elbows. Can't really do much there. Cain throwing some small strikes. Trying to transition to guard. O'Reilly not defensive grappling for O'Reilly, not really going out here. There's really nothing doing in the first round. That's a disappointing first round for Alex O'Reilly, who managed to score 0 anything. Cain managed a takedown and 25 ground jabs. So very boring first round. I'd be pissed if I was in the crowd here. 10-9 for Velasquez, of course. His team's hyped. Let's go. Round number 2. O'Reilly moving in, grappling with Velasquez. Now trying to pin him, but he can't do it. Grappling back and forth, trying to lock him up against the cage. O'Reilly backed against the cage now. Velasquez trying for a trip takedown. Blocks it, and now Cain's up against the cage. 6th time going now. Velasquez going for the takedown, can't get it. Velasquez trying for a trip takedown. O'Reilly down into half guard again. Cain pulling off a few punches. O'Reilly trying to stand up. A few punches as he tries to catch his breath. Velasquez has him trapped, pounding away, and really can't get much done there. Another round that really just completely went Cain's way. Alex O'Reilly is going to need a finish in this final round here. This is smothering performance for Kane. O'Reilly needs a finish, absolutely. Velasquez hits a right hook. O'Reilly gets a hold of him. Trying to pin him up against the cage now. That's just not the way to get a finish. O'Reilly's pinned now. Velasquez going for that takedown. Gets it again. Velasquez trying to pass the half guard. O'Reilly trying to scramble. He's on his back in half guard. Velasquez throwing things down. 3 minutes to go until he wins by decision. Past the halfway point of the final round. Velasquez. O'Reilly trying to scramble. Velasquez into side control though. Side elbow strikes. O'Reilly can't get it. Again, just Velasquez calmly throwing strikes and doesn't get it. What an absolutely god-awful fight. Round 3, all Kane. All the judges score it for Velasquez, and that fight was god-awful. 3 of 8 takedowns. Alex O'Reilly landed 8 jabs the entire fight. Cain Velasquez landed 3 for 8 takedowns, 5 punches, 75 ground strikes, and a ground pass. I don't even want to talk about this fight anymore. Alex drops to 16-4. Cain moves to a perfect 12-0. This is ridiculous. A little bit of news here. Anderson, for whatever reason, he's a UFC fighter now at 8-7 record. Coming off 2 losses. I completely forgot that happened. We'll be facing Yair Rozenstruik at UFC 109. 1-0, Yair is. BG Boy? I think it's BG Boy. He's actually younger than Anderson. But, you know, UFC 109 on the prelims, presumably. No, Solo Paleli's here now. Yeah, Anderson. So, there you go. In March, we'll be seeing that one. Good to know. Alright, happy January 2013. Let's check the news. Bobby Braxton's been booked to fight Heath Herring at K1 Heroes 47. That will be the heavyweight title match. Bobby Braxton, I believe, 9-1 in K1 Heroes and is finally getting his shot. What a great... I mean, that's great for him. Especially after going 3-3 to start his career, being cut by Pancrase. A lot of people would have hung up the boots. Not him. He rattled off 6 wins, including 3 in K1 Heroes. Quick setback to Czech Congo, and then 6 more wins on the bounce. He is 12-1 in his last 13 fights. Unbelievable run. He's facing Heath Herring for the K1 Heroes heavyweight title. And that could be a great fight. Heath Herring, 38-12, and on a 9-fight winning streak. Good Lord. It's about time some fresh blood gets in here. And I'm hoping it's Bobby Braxton. It's going to be his day. K1 Heroes 47 will be the first week in April 2013. So that will be on the very next episode, episode 24. And unfortunately, Machado McGregor's fight has been canceled because Pride 81 has been canceled. Sure. Okay, well, I guess that fixes that. I don't know, man. Make it make sense. Whatever. Apologies to Machado, but hopefully he will get another fight booked soon with a real Pride 81. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just still a little bit deflated after that last one. But it is what it is, man. We'll just have to see how it goes. Thank you for watching The Watcher. I will catch you on the next one.